Worn out kicker pedal fix. Add a weld, grind it down. No more foot slipping off the pedal. Alright, so my buddy gave me the pretty much exact same kicker pedal that I already had. Here's the Crusty one that was on this bike. Here's the new one. We are still sloppy, still beat up. I can tell on the kicker that this is super rounded out, but now we're at the second stage. I don't want to spend any money. I'd like to keep some Crusty parts on here. So we're gonna try and fix the Crusty parts, which means I'm going to slam a beer. We're gonna drop the kicker back on here, and then I'm gonna cut up the beer can and shim this enough to make that really tight. Not ideal, super chopper, super sketchy, but that's the issue. This is too radiused. It's a hardened shaft. The shaft should be harder than the kicker, but it is what it is. So let me do that first. Let's get some material. And beer can shims didn't work, so we resorted to round two. Here's the old Crusty kicker cover. I'm gonna show you this. I don't have the tripod, I don't have anything. I took the kicker cover, set it on the super high quality Chinese $30 vise from Jeff Bezos. Gave it to me for $30. And a slightly heavier hammer. Laid this out like so. Beat the living crap out of it on this side and this side. Squared this up quite a bit more, like so. Set this here, beat with hammer, tighten up the pinch section of the kicker shaft. I'm gonna hit this about 3 more times, and then we're gonna go to the other side and wrestle it on one-handed. Man, this is like a year and a half ago all over again, using an iPhone. So now we pounded the crap out of this thing. Let's see if she'll fit back on the shaft. Now it's tight. This used to slide right on before. So we will go grab the super intricate, delicate tool and love tap this thing on. Like so. Right-handed, so you guys are getting lost. I apologize. This is a different form of content, not the usual, but we'll love tap this thing back on. Yeah, she fits-ish. Look at that. Still wallered out and still beat to crap, but it's a little firmer going forward back. Doesn't roll nearly as much. Still got some left and right wobble. Grab our bolt. Slip this back through the one-handed version. So we got chrome. Oh, that was nice chrome. Couple of love taps. Now we got a bolt in there. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That actually worked. So here we have it. Not much left and right now that the bolt's in. The nut is not even on. But our kicker kind of stays in place. So we'll put the lock nut back on here. We're going to tighten this down. And then, how good can one hand be? Don't tighten bolts this way. Make sure you're actually on the bolt. Now we're free spinning. So we'll reach over. Man, any of you people that do YouTube videos strictly one-handed with an iPhone, props to you. Because now I'm going to hold this here. We're going to do this and this. Kicker pedal is now tightened down enough. This is not the right way to do it. I don't know why. I could just walk inside and grab the GoPro, but we're all locked and loaded. Look at how tight this is now. No left and right, now that that bolt is back in. This is gonna slide on the lift. Kicker feels really good. Now the real test, the kicker pedal. For this, I am actually gonna put you guys down. I'm gonna throw the kicker pedal in. Here's how it works. You got your rounded edge on the kicker that faces forward. So bolt goes through the top here, right into the kicker housing. The rounded edge allows you to kick the pedal forward, kick it back, and there are these shims that are a huge pain in the ass to get in if this is set tight. If it's too loose, take your handy dandy hammer, pound it down a little bit, tighten that up, and then your kicker pedal. If you run these shims, notice that it's rounded to spring. That's supposed to hold your kicker pedal forward. Nobody that I know runs the kicker pedals tight enough to stay kicked forward. I'm guilty of this on that chopper, but look at my Super Glide. This pedal will always stay forward. This is very tight. Very tight. I can kick this, kick it over, get it started, kick this forward. That will stay there. This one doesn't, and it annoys the crap out of me. It's a 10 or 15 minute fix. I just don't care enough on that Crusty chopper, but every time I catch my leg on the back of that kicker gear, it bothers me. So keep that in mind. It's not that hard of a fix. If it's too far out, do a couple of these, tappy tappy taps. That should get you in the ballpark. Make sure you have these. If you just tighten the bolt down and beat the crap out of it without these are nice. These are your friend. I like using them. Do it. So let me set you guys down. We'll throw the kicker back on and see what this kicker pedal feels like after all of these adjustments. Spring is back in. Bolt is in up top, but we're not all the way through here yet. I'm not catching the threads. So now is when you take your best friend. Couple whacks there. Even if it wasn't lined up, it should get us closer. And now we'll grab our 9/16 impact, thread it in all the way, go till seated. Yeah, we didn't weld enough on there. You can see it on the back side now. This edge right here, see how it's tapered in? I did not put a big enough bead on here. This, ideally for me, if this is gonna be strictly, well, it's my bike, but if I was gonna keep this, I don't like, if we look straight down, see how it slightly feathers out this way? I would want this about here. It's not much. Let me level up the pedal to the bolt. So right there is where I would want this. Right now, there's still enough meat left on the backside where that slopes. Here's the bracket. This is coming this way. That little bit, every time you kick this over, you're putting all your weight on this and it wants to push off this way. That drives me nuts. So this is gonna come back off. And now I know, looking at this, we can look at the gap, focus. You get about 1/8 of an inch of a gap. So I actually have a lot of room to weld some meat right there. Like I did here. Focus. Come on. There, we can kind of see it. You can see the weld line right on the corner, hopefully. That's what we got to build up. I need about 1/8 inch of weld right there. But in the grander scheme, I feel much better kicking this over just now. The kicker arm is way more solid than it was. So that's about it. Look at that. I'm actually engaging pre 9 o'clock position. I'm at 11. With the old setup, before I beat the crap out of that with a hammer, this would not engage until down here because you have to deal with the kicker slip here. It wasn't slipping a full, 20, 30 degrees, but it was so sloppy. I mean, oh, that's exactly what you want. Ideally on ironheads, in my experience, they're typically way higher up than shovel heads, but if I can rough kick this down and it's engaging right there, that gives you a lot of room to kick this over. That's the end of this one. I'll try and get the GoPro out and finalize that. We are going to weld a little bit more on here because I want this kicker pedal there. But if I clock this forward, this actually takes a little bit of muscling to get this to clock back out. But we want another 1/8 inch or so, 1/8 to 1/4 inch of gap down here. That's the end of this one. I'm going to be miserable editing this, so I apologize for the phone and the choppiness. That's why I switched to a GoPro. We'll catch you guys on the next one.